Yogi's secrets revealed today has to do with listening to the earth. I've come to realize that living in a space that is solely made by the creation of nature, getting the body to touch the earth, getting the feet to touch the earth, getting to understand that the earth, all healing can come in regards to our connection to it. I realize that when I'm in the cities, when I'm in anywhere I am where there's pavement, I cannot connect to the vital aspect of nurturing. The vital aspect of it's like having a thirst and having it quenched. Are you quenched? Are you finding the real truth and answers to your relationship with your happiness? Truly, happiness and bliss is our true birthright here on the planet. It is. I've realized that by not having any schedule, anything to do, no plans, no phone calls, no emails, that I'm just organically living life, and I wake up with no plans. I wake up with only I'm alive again. I can feel my breath. I can feel my conduit connection to everything. Meaning, we have conductivity in our body. We have meridian lines that go through our entire system, and that entire system is tapped into the earth. As soon as you wear clothes, as soon as you put on shoes, as soon as you have a roof over your head that is cutting you off from the surface of the sky, the surface of the earth, connection. We live in these boxes. I tell you, I live in those boxes, and I've come from my own experience that I am creating ill health. That I'm actually creating, well, what's on the television? Or what's in the refrigerator? Or where am I going to sleep? It's all about creature comforts, and that is what's killing our planet. If you even give a shit about the planet, you'll see that the reflection here in this mirror and the light that is reflecting on it is in fact getting wax on my own bed. Meaning, if I'm going to live in this world, I have to know where my light is coming from, and I'm not constantly paying some piper to pay PG&E or pay my electric bill, because that we can't afford anymore. I can't afford it. The planet is dying because of our creature comforts. I've come to this cave, and I've come to realize that just the reflection of myself in the world, I can't even be out there and feel comfortable. I can't find that a burger stand on the corner or a taco stand is what I need in my body. Meaning the food out there is killing me. When I'm eating it, and that's all my choices are, pizza, tacos, beer, Starbucks. I mean, come on. These corporations, they want you to be sick. They want to feed you the best food, so you need a comfortable place to sit and sleep so you can watch their television. I tell you, the only reason or way I could even watch the television set is if I have a full gut of garbage in my body. I'm processing it, and even the air that's coming out of my ass is causing me to stink, and that's called gas. So whenever you put anything in your body, you're creating a chemistry experiment. So that if you're going to eat, you need to be eating clean food. Because if you have clean food, you have clean blood, clean thoughts, and a wise mind. Meaning, my intelligence is greater when I'm not eating the processed foods, when I'm not eating the sugars. But as soon as I eat the sugars, I want more of the sugars. I want more of the addictions. See, we're an addictive culture. We actually enjoy addictions. Actually, it's actually stated in our own Bill of Rights that we are meant and have could. I mean, I don't even need to tell you, but we don't even need a Congress to tell you, because the government's killing us. The government's actually taking away all our rights and liberties, and actually condoning. They actually want you to go out and shop and buy all the corporate foods out there that are actually causing the pain and suffering and causing your intestines to be so impacted, to cause you to be what they call overweight, fat. There's not one fat person on the planet. We're all been eating too many foods that have been processed, and in the process, we're eating these things, and they're killing us. They're killing the planet. They're not allowing us to heal and feel. When you eat animal products, dairy, meat, whatever those things are that we don't even raise, but we kill them anyways, they cause us not to feel. So our hearts become hardened. The reason why we just love, I don't know if we love it, but we'll watch all these horror movies and these movies that are, I mean, have you noticed that over 50% of the movies out there have to do with guns and cops and governments and reinforcing an army that we don't even need to have because we keep fighting wars in other countries? What about the war that's in this country? The war on poverty or the war on It's the war on the people now. We're all become criminals, meaning if you don't have enough money next month, you're a criminal. You got to pay your debts. So who's going to pay for those? You can't claim bankruptcy for the rest of your life. I haven't worked in years. I don't plan to work for anybody but Jah. Only work for what works for me. Meaning, I love yoga. I might as well teach yoga. I love to be in a cave. I might as well open a yoga cave retreat center. Thought occurred to me. I'm living so healthy. Why don't other people want to live healthy? Well, they do. I mean, 1 in 1,000 people would love to come to this yoga ashram and actually heal their body of addictions to cigarettes, caffeine, to alcohol. All these things and food. All these things cause us not to feel. You know, I go for days out here. I don't eat anything. I don't need anything. I don't even drink anything. Actually, I do. But that's the thing. If you come out here, you'll be drinking the highest vibratory water you've ever had on the planet. I've developed a water machine that all the water I drink allows my body to process and detox and remove heavy metals, remove things that have been stuck in your body for years. Meaning it's the fastest, best weight loss program in the world, bar none. I mean, that's truth in my reflection. I mean, I go for days and I don't touch any food. I don't need to. Because when the mind is clear, you don't have the stimulation of eat this or want that or watch television and you see something and hunger is created. These people want you to keep eating because as long as you're eating, you're unintelligent. That's right. We could all be as wise and have the deep wisdom and be prophetic, be profitable on this planet. This planet needs, you want to be a prophet? You better just help the planet. Help yourself by not buying the corporate foods that are actually toxic and has so many chemicals and pesticides and herbicides and nerve gas painkillers and stuff because they're trying to kill the insects. That when you eat that food, what does that do to you? Tweak you out. I eat those foods and my body central nervous system starts to freak out. The thing is, I don't know it's freaking out. So it's actually, it speeds up the heart and it speeds up your dying process. You want to die faster? Eat the foods they're serving you. I mean, look, I'm living in a cave and the silence here is so amazing that I've gotten messages. I've gotten clarity on why I don't want to eat those foods and why I want to stay out of the city and why I don't even want to put a cell phone to my head. Because the corporations, as long as they, again, got you eating caffeine, sugar, meat, it speeds up your heart rate, causes you not to feel so much. And if you can't feel, then they can keep tricking you and keep gassing you with their television and their ads and their Twitter accounts. And I mean, these things are causing major distraction. Because as long as your heart's beating faster than it should be, because out over here, I don't want to drink any caffeine. I feel that for 3 days to a week in my body. My body's going zzz. I want to slow down. You see, all disease is eradicated, all illness, when you start to meditate. When you start to be able to sit in perfect posture, and you just sit, and you meditate on your heart, and you get so clear, because you're listening to your heart, not your head. You're listening to your heart. If you get so clear, you can start to breathe through your heart and start to breathe into these points, these powerful points, the liver and spleen points. You breathe through the throat. So you're no longer actually breathing into the lungs for breath or nourishment. You're actually breathing into a higher consciousness that's filling your brain and allowing you to have the connection of intimacy with love of yourself. You see, the real partner is inside us. We just need to fuse our brain, connect our brain through positive, passive wavelengths and vibrations where they actually meet, and the brain actually meets together, and you feel this bliss of connection of surface energy, internal energy and surface energy, where your hairs stand on end and you feel blissful. And in that state, disease, illness, and everything is gone. Disease and illness is a stress. I mean, everyone has disease and illness right now in them, growing in them right now. Why? Because the body is not pure anymore. Just what we're being sprayed by the chemtrails are really damaging us deeply. And if you don't believe it, just look up. I'm out here in the desert and I'm still getting sprayed. Meaning the EMFs of being in the city aren't hitting me, but I tell you, the Wi-Fi, the electromagnetic fields that are coming off of every single box in your house. I mean, did I mention cell phones? No, I'm already forgetting. No, I tell you, not even using your own cell phone, just having other people having a cell phone in the room, or driving in your car and the cell phone hits that car, it amplifies it, causes radiation. So I discovered that all these things are triggers for disaster. And if you live in that society, here's the point. This is the secret for today, is that if you live in a chaotic society, you need to eat chaotic foods to fuck up your body enough to where you can't feel what's going on to your body, and you can be like more of a drone, a robot. So when I've been fasting up in the mountains for over a week, and I come down to the city, I immediately want to eat something. And usually it's what other people are eating, not what I'm used to eating, which is air. I'm a breatharian. Why don't I just consume my own love in the heart? It's really that simple. But we don't get it because there's nobody telling us, and there's no cues in the world to say, hey, you can live on air. They don't want you to. They want you to live on burrito. So you have burrito belly. I mean, look at this belly. Does this thing look like I've been well fed? So the secret of today is stay off the foods that you've been eating for a while. I mean, I tell you, unless we understand about spiritual fasting, fasting for a higher reason, because we're spiritual beings, okay? We're highly spiritual, advanced beings, but we'll never know it unless somebody tells us that we are. So we've been duped down and been given all these negatives in our body so we can't feel, so we're not walking straight, and that's what yoga is. Yoga is about finalizing one breath until you're captivated by the inner bliss. And that's what I found. So I'm going to keep giving you amazing videos as much as I can to educate and try to get it straight that we're in a zone, a Zen zone of creative experience when you drop everything that they want us to do. Like, what do you want to do? Nothing from the point you get up to the end of the day. Exactly. When you start to live like Zen, nothing, 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 noon, you're doing nothing but moving by the Spirit. You may be making less money, but you're going to be more happy because money cannot buy happiness. And that's enough for today. I'm Gravity Master Yogi Tarzan, living high up in the caves here in San Diego. Come join me in this cave retreat center, because if you haven't figured it out, they're killing you right there in your own home. Slowly but surely, we're all getting this sickness. Breathe deep.